But seriously, Link, you just knocked a fat ass off a bridge. You didn't do much. Giant? Is everyone okay? You're the only one that got kidnapped, kid. Good. Beth? I'm sorry, you know, for shoving you? Are you mad? You mad, sis? Not that there's brother and sister. I think I finally understand. I understand what my dad meant when he told me I needed to be stronger like you, Giant. He wasn't talking about strength like lifting stuff. He was talking about being brave. Giant, you saved me, didn't you? No, Beth did it. Who do you think did it, kiddo? You can do anything. You can do something to help the Gorons in the mine too, can't you? But yeah, I suppose I can. Poor Colin. He's a doofus, but he's a lovable doofus. Maybe doofus is too harsh. So Renato just takes the kid and nods to Giant. We know what we have to do. And everybody just leaves us to it. Bye, Tallow. But wait. No. We know exactly what we have to do next. Could you point us in the direction? Could you give us a neon arrow pointing in the direction we need to go? Can you give us an arrow over our head like Crazy Taxi-esque, pointing us in the direction we need to go? But first, before we do, this building is now inhabited. The general store. Why does it have Mallow's head on it? Well, I suppose we'll find out, and I guess we'll find Mallow in here as well. But you don't want to pass this one up either. You there, buddy? Hey. You can look at stuff, but don't you dare just take things. I buy. That's my valuable merchandise. If you want it, you pay for it. I decided to take on this unmanned shop. Buy something. It helps the whole village when you do. So here we can buy red potion, probably helpful. Wooden shield if your Ordon shield happens to burn. It's the exact same as your Ordon shield, it just doesn't look as cool. And the best shield in the game right now. The Hylian shield. That's right, you don't get an upgrade for the shield. This is it. This is your best shield. We will be using it for the remainder of the game. That's it. Just this one shield. Maybe I can't become a hero, but I figure I can help people out with heroic business deals. You better work hard, too. Mallow, I love you, kid, but charging so much for stuff, especially for me, who's trying to save the world, you're not really doing them justice, but of course we have to go into the item subscreen and actually equip the shield. And get used to seeing the shield, because you will never see me use the Ordon shield again. This is it. And as long as I'm here, might as well get some free health. Remember I said you can just walk into the spring and get health? Yep, you can just walk into the spring and get health. It's magical. And before I forget, we should equip those iron boots, shouldn't we? So, Epona, let's get to turning around. I don't feel like walking, so I'm going to be riding you over a couple of blocks to get to where I'm going here. Oh, she does go all the way up here, but she's not going to be too much help when we have to climb up the wall. Nope, we're going to have to do that ourselves. So, let's get you to stop here, Epona. I'll see you later. And up the wall we go! See if I can get the weird camera angles again. Hi, Link. I also love the music here. It's very faint, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear it in the video, but I do like it. Hey, it's the Goron again! But now we have the iron boots, so we're magically super strong! Don't argue. It works. It's probably the biggest physics flaw in the game. Or at least from what I know right now. Who knows, there's probably a horribly, horribly worse one than this, but... I mean, you think if the Gorons roll into us, it's gonna probably break our feet or something. But yeah, you can see these guys coming, so when you do, strap on your iron boots, hold the A button down, and let Link take care of the rest. You know, I'm tempted the entire time I'm climbing up Death Mountain Trail to just rage about how this doesn't make any sense at all. Because it's the only thing I can think to talk about right now. It's just so absurd, but... just gotta deal with it. Also, a little detail I didn't point out, depending on where you're walking, your feet will make different sounds. If you're walking on metal, you'll hear metal clanging, even though you're wearing soft shoes that shouldn't make a metal clanging sound. They will. If you're walking on dirt, they'll make a different sound. You're walking through grass. I mean, just the little things that I noticed that not too many other people notice. And I suppose here you could deflect the arrows or shoot those guys down, but really, it's not worth it. And if you catch on fire, just roll it out. You know the drill, stop, drop, and roll, except we don't stop for anybody. So let's make our way back to Death Mountain. And my controller's starting to rumble, and there's another eruption! What are we gonna do? Pretend there's nothing bad happening. And, sure, get blown to bits in the middle of a cutscene. Thank you, game. So I see a couple of Gorons. One's telling the other to hop on his back. As they launch into the room above. So not only did they tell us where to go, but they told us how to get there. Thank you, game. Very nice of you. But if we hang out around here a little bit too long, like an idiot, and just stand in the middle here, and wait for something to crush us, that'll happen. But more importantly is this huge rock. Lucky we weren't standing there. Whoa! This looks dangerous. Is this the traditional Death Mountain welcome? Yeah, this is exactly the traditional Death Mountain welcome. Right here. Killing people. But yeah, what we have to do to get around here, fight off these Gorons. I don't know if the iron boots help or not. I don't imagine they do. And I'm going to forget that I have hold on. You know what? I'm going to try to keep hold targeting on. But yeah, you launch from these guys the same way you do from the flowers in Wind Waker. So, yeah, the best strategy is to just try to shield attack. And I could have sworn that was a treasure chest, but it turns out it's just a couple of barrels, so up we go. Hey, buddy. I'm going to continue forgetting that my targeting is set to hold and not switch. I'll be sure to change that before I start the next recording session. So, some of these things. Except this team does not die down, so you have to use your iron boots to get right past it. And there you go, that's how they keep you out of the section until you have the iron boots. I don't think you need them until this point. Okay, you need them to get past the Gorons. Speaking of the Gorons, hey buddies, did I spawn two of you at once? You're so nice to let me throw your brother down as I'm waiting for you to come down. I love how he was frozen there. It's like, yeah, I know you're trespassing here and we want to knock you off, but it's the courteous thing to do. Boy, it's dark up here. Whoa, I almost rolled off the side, didn't I? I can't see up here! You guys don't have any sort of lighting? I mean, what? Yeah, I already forgot I had the targeting. I'm sure it has its uses, but I forget what they are. Well, never mind. I know exactly what they are. I'm just not speaking English. No comprendo inglés. So let's get on top of you and see what kind of cutscene breaking I can do if I wear my iron boots into this room. Because you're not supposed to wear the boots when you come in here, but I'm curious to see what happens when you do. Hey guys, don't mind the really heavy boots. And now that I have them on, I can take down all 6 of you at once. Enough! No, that voice is too manly. Is this the young one imposing an enemy that you all must gang up on him? I think not, little brothers. No, that's not right either. I am the Goron Elder, little human. I am called Goron. Because of certain circumstances, I must lead the Goron tribe in place of Darbus, our tribal patriarch. Tell me, little human, do you come from the village below? You have done well to come this far. You are strong for a human. However, the mines beyond here are sacred to my tribe. Outsiders are not allowed. Unless... Yeah, I got plenty of money for you, buddy. Can I just bribe you? Yeah, I'm speaking your language now. I could make an exception, but you would have to beat me in a contest of power. Are you willing to try that, little human? I'd actually rather just give you money, but if you got a cheaper way, that's fine. So, if you couldn't guess, yeah, this is what we got the boots for. Wrestling this guy. Oh, this is going to be fun. How many attempts is it going to take for Giant to beat Goron? I'll say 2. Yeah, but even with the iron boots on, he makes as much noise when he pounds the ground with his foot. Speaking of which, how does he get his foot that high in the cutscene? I don't know. But you're supposed to fail the first time, so you're not really supposed to have the iron boots on. Come on, dude. You're not making this easy. Come on. See if we can move around to get a better angle on him, slap him, and then push him around. That's what I like to do, unless he's already in the corner like this. Come on, dude. I just try to keep so that I'm not pinned up in a corner like this. Yeah, slap me. Keep slapping. Come on. Quit mimicking my moves. Well, I did say this would take 2 attempts, so I don't expect to win this time. Come on, buddy. You have little black pea eyes. What is with those eyes, anyway? What's with those eyes? How does that song go again? Yep, I lost. Well, at least I hold true to my promises. Way to go, buddy. You beat up a little human that was just 100th of your weight, I imagine. Let's try again. Retreat! I never noticed those markings on his back either. That's kind of weird. Yep, that's what you get for trying to change direction, buddy. Come on. Be an idiot and try to slap me. Yep, that was easy. Did you not have fingers for a second? Young warrior, you have a strong will and sharp eyes. Fine traits. Want to see how well you can use them? You have seen it, I bet. The mountain erupting without pause? When the mountain begins to rage, all 4 of the elders, Darbus and our patriarch, went inside to investigate its anger. We have a treasure that was entrusted to us by the spirits, and we must protect it. Do you understand? Of course I do. But the moment Darbus reached out and touched the treasure, everything went wrong. He collapsed, and before our very eyes transformed into an unspeakable monster. He began to rage through the mines, trailing everyone behind him, and the eruptions grew more frequent, more severe. Yeah, I've heard this all before. You have to put a seal on your patriarch. And we have to save Darbus. So he reaches out for our help. Of course we're going to give it to him, because we're nice. And we can head into the Goron mines. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode. This is UniversalGiant, and I'll see you guys then.